Greetings, YouTube. This is a flashlight. This one from Ryobi. This is a cell phone, fairly conventional, slightly on the large sides. Everyone in the modern world knows what these objects look like. What they don't look like is a firearm. And cops are familiar with firearms. In America, every cop carries a firearm. And pretty much every cop carries some form of semi-automatic pistol. Magazine-fed semi-automatic pistol. I don't imagine there are a lot of cops out there that are still carrying revolvers as their primary firearm. Some may be carrying a secondary firearm on their person, like a hammerless 5-shot 38 tucked in their ankle. But I imagine that most cops are still sticking with the classic military-style semi-automatic magazine-fed pistol. Cops know what pistols look like. That's just what it is. They can tell the difference between a pistol and a cell phone, or a flashlight, or a bag of Skittles, or a Coke can. But cops in America continue to gun down people of color, specifically black men of color, because they know they can get away with it. They know they're not going to get in trouble for it. A little administrative paid leave, some well-doctored written statements, and they just go back to work. They get their sidearm and their badge, and they go out into the streets, and they gain the opportunity to shoot some more black men. We've had footage of unarmed black men running away from a cop, being gunned down, and having the cop plant evidence on them. Because the cops know they can get away with it. Flat out. If you are a cop in America and you gun down a black man, you know that the odds are significantly in your favor. The same organization that you work for is the organization that is supposed to prosecute you for shooting that black man. No conflict of interest there, now is there? There are no external independent investigations. Or they happen so rare it doesn't matter. Just gun them down. And if you mistake a 12-year-old for an adult, well, you know, in the heat of the moment. And we know that statistically, people judge black men as being 4 to 5 years older than they are. Even other black people do this because of institutionalized racism. The dangerous black man is a thing in the minds of Americans. At one time, back in the era of slavery, black people were considered so docile that without white leadership, they wouldn't be able to survive. Yes, that's a narrative that was pushed and believed by white Americans. Once they were emancipated, suddenly they were violent, dangerous black people. Suddenly, when they were no longer under the legal control of white folks, suddenly they were dangerous. And that racist narrative is still alive and well in 2018. And cops know it. And they don't fear shooting them because they'll get away with it. This is not a gun. Cops know it's not a gun. They just don't care.